Tell me about where you got this new role. Congratulations. Tell me about where that came from. You talked a lot about networking. Was that where it was?
Yeah, so absolutely. Like, and it's so funny because sometimes these opportunities, just come out of left field where you wouldn't expect them to. But just checking in with an ex old colleague, she's in New York, and just was kind of checking in with her and telling her where I was at within my process, like obviously being unemployed and potentially thinking to pivot, from advertising and tech, and just to chatting with her too to check in where she was. And she happened to mention that she had a friend at a certain tech company. And I was like, oh, she's like, yeah, maybe you should check on their site and see if they have anything. And I'm like, oh, bummer, they don't have anything. But I was like, do you mind? Like, I went the extra mile. I was like, do you mind just putting me in contact with her anyways? Because right now they don't have anything, but you never know. And that's exactly what happened. Connected with the hiring manager. We actually didn't chat until she had an opportunity. And then she was like, hey, I have two opportunities, like out of nowhere. She's like, I have two opportunities, A or B. Like, which one do you think you'd be more interested? I want you to apply, and I'll, interview you, and obviously go through the entire process, see if you're a fit. But that's pretty much how it happened. Like, just reconnecting with a connection I had, an ex-colleague, and her putting it out there, me going the extra mile, because maybe I could have easily said, oh, there's nothing on there. Okay, well, maybe like next time, or, I'll hit you up again in 2 months. Maybe I would have forgotten about it if I didn't have like a tracking system. But I went the extra mile and was like, hey, do you mind putting me in contact with her now in the event that something opened up? And super appreciative on the hiring managers, and that she actually even remembered me, because we never spoke. We added each other on LinkedIn. She read my message, and kind of like she didn't reply until she had something, which was kind of cool. And that's it. Went through the process, had 5 interviews, and it's a contract role, but with potential to extend all the way through the end of next year, which is huge. Will provide a lot of stability, and it's as a project manager. It's for a tech brand. So overall, like, super excited because it's exactly where I wanted to be.
Well, congratulations. I think that's kind of the core is constantly momentum, positivity, and constantly talking to new people, putting yourself out there, sitting down every morning and applying to 100 jobs and then having lunch and applying to 100 more. You're never going to stand out. You're not going to get anywhere. But what you did, always asking for that extra introduction, always putting yourself out there. Congratulations. I'm glad it led to something you're
Thank
excited
you.
about.
I appreciate that. Thanks so much.